Hey, what's up guys? This is Shane from CNC Broach Tools. I'm going to spend a few minutes to go through our new program generator, which is live on our website. So this program generator will create the CNC G code required to run your broach tools in your lathe or mill. So basically you can choose between your machine type, so lathe or mill. We'll start with lathe. You can change between the program type if you want to go with a longhand program like I have chosen, or if you want to go to a sub program if you have limited capacity in your machine, you can go with that. But we're going to start with a longhand program. Basically you go through and you enter the dimensions of your keyway, and you'll see the dimensions here will correlate with the diagram down below. So the diameter A is here, you want to enter that. So we've got 750 thou. Our keyway width B is 190 thou. The radial depth, dimension C right here, is 94 thou. Our Z-axis start point F, that's the distance in front of the part where you're starting the pass from on the Z-axis. The Z-axis endpoint G, this is the distance, the stroke length, the actual Z point in your program you want to go to. So if you're going through the part, just make sure it goes outside of the part. If you're going into a clearance groove, just make sure that Z-axis endpoint is centralized within that clearance groove. The depth of cut per pass, we can go anywhere from 5/10 to 2 thou. Let's go with 1.5 thou. The speed, we can range anywhere from 150 to 600 inches a minute. Let's go to 400. And then you can go down here to the results page, and you can see exactly where your start diameter is and your end diameter is and how many passes. So we have 63 passes, so we'll keep that in mind here. So you come down below. In order to see the program, you need to click to accept the terms and conditions, which can be viewed under this button. So let's click to accept those. And here is our program. So you can see our program here. All the dimensions that we entered up above are in there. Now if we scroll that down all the way to the end, we see our 63 passes, which I showed you before. And you can come to the top, and you can grab all this, and you can copy it like that, and you can paste it into a notepad or wherever you need to add that code. Now let's go back here again, and I'll show you the mill program. So the mill program, let's change that. Let's also change this to a sub program this time so I can show you that as well. So the same thing as before, enter all the details of your part, bore, keyway width, radial depth, the depth per pass. The two things that are different here is you have to choose your axis. So on this part, let's say we want to go in the x-axis, because that's the way we need to feed, which is parallel to the slot. Then you need to also choose if you want to feed in the positive direction or the negative direction. Let's go for positive here. You scroll down, you see the mill results just like you did before. And here's the code. This is a subprogram code, so this is much shorter than before. The only thing you have to watch for when using a subprogram code is the clearance on the back of the tool. So this part here, we'll kind of just run through it. So we orientate the spindle, we wrap it to our Y0, X of 0.4835, and Z of 625. And we call up our subprogram number 500 200 times. And it'll run that subprogram 200 times, and the very first thing it does in that subprogram, it shifts it incrementally by 1 thou, because that's our depth of pass, it's 1 thou. And now your Z here goes down, but the thing you got to watch for here is your clearance. So every pass is going to retract back 200 thou on X. So if you don't have a lot of clearance on the back of your tool holder, you won't be able to use the subprogram style program. You want to switch that to longhand, because the longhand program goes to an absolute value every time, just slightly below the bore diameter, so it's a lot safer. You won't have to worry about your tool hitting the back side of the bar here. So that's that. So the same thing here, you can copy and paste. If you decide at the last minute you want to switch this to a longhand program, just click that button, and you can do the same thing as before, copy all this code. This one here is 200 passes long, which that would take you some time to program, but here we've done it in a matter of minutes. Thanks for watching, and be sure to hit like and subscribe for more updates in the future.